Hi everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and we're going to be using up some more book pages tonight. And this is an extremely super simple, pimple, easy breezy thing to do, and it's fun, and we get through more of those eternally building up book pages. So let's get to it. Okay, let me show you prototype number one. This is prototype number one, looking very innocent and simple, just an innocent square. But what could it be? What could it be? There's got to be more to it than that. Well, you're right. And the animals are very talkative tonight, so there may be a few little breaks where I have to zip away and come back, but I'll be really quick because I've learned to use the pause button. Okay, so it's relatively thin for going inside the journal, which is always appreciated, right? Yeah, absolutely. So what I did with this one is I used a, well, let me just show you how it works. Okay, so this one opens this way. Oh, look at that. And this way. Oh, you thought you had it figured out, but no. There's also this and that. Look at the rocket science involved in that baby. Yeah, it's something kind of fun. It gives an opportunity for a person to do some journaling on the sides and possibly some coloring in the center. That might be fun, right? You know, got to have fun in our journals. And so basically it goes like that. And then it goes like that. So I used a page from it was like an herbal book. And then on the front, I cut some very rough petal shapes out of some book page. And then I just drew a little stem and leaf design on the bottom with this Nuovo crystal drops and set it aside to dry. Put some little dots on the top and glued some to indicate there's something going on here. Should I check it out? Maybe it opens. And yes, it does. So there's prototype number one. Prototype number two. Okay, advancing the concept to just a little bit more rocket science here. I hear you digging in my stuff. What are you doing? Get out of there. All right. Yeah, no, he eats my book pages when he's he's trying to get my attention. Okay, so this one, what I did was I tore this book butterfly out of a book. It was an illustration, and I just tore it out, or actually a fussy cut. That was a fussy cut. And then I took my guillotine cutter, and I cut a really straight line, and then I glued half of it onto this page and half of it onto this page. So let me show you how this all works. Okay, so this one opens like this. We have this, we have this. Oh, look at that. Now we have pictures here as opposed to the writing space. We have a little writing space here, more writing space here, and oh, look, there's more writing space here, but oh, you keep going. It's like that never endless looking into two mirrors on your left and right. And so here is just a little more interesting area that I put some gesso on. Yep. This stuff. It'd be nice if you could read it. And this was another little image from a book page torn, and that's just a little stamp, and that's pretty much it. So this is an extra blossoms in this one. This is from illustrated book page as well. So there you go. Some fun ways to, whoops, the other way, use up some book pages. So let's get to it. Okay, so yep, is that, oh, it better not be an Edith Holden page. That's all I can say. All right, okay. So, oh yeah, there's the parrot. He's got to chime in too. Sorry for that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I thought I'd use a book page like this. It's a plant book page. It's a little cream vanilla colored one. It's a little different than this one was white. So we cream one now. And what I did was I just basically cut the page in sort of half. And then I cut it in half, zoom, and then I went around and I inked it. So I figured that was pretty self-explanatory, right? And if you're going to glue this, I designed these so you actually glue them to your page, okay? And now you could glue the whole back to your page, or you could just glue the U shape in the back and use the top as a pocket if you'd like to as well. Yep, that book page is going bye-bye. Okay, so there's somebody asked, how do you use these things? Well, you can also paper clip these onto a page, or you could tuck them into a pocket, or you could glue the whole thing down. Lots of ways to use these. Okay, so the next step is we want to put something in the middle of this one. And I've got this little Edith Holden page, and I think this is really pretty, and I think that contrasts nicely with this. So I think I'm going to cut this chunk out, and I'm going to use that for my middle section. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have gone ahead and cut this out, just a strip, and then I've folded it so that it will fit inside this little square. And then we can just go ahead and glue that down. So let's do that next. And like I said, easy peasy. Okay, muscles, come on. Don't fail me now. All right, there we go. The circle and the square swirl. So I go around the world, a big X, and if I think it needs more, I do a swirl. That's just my thing. No right or wrong to that. I finally got the little extra metal glue tip for this thing. I had it before, but it got so clogged I couldn't get any glue through it. So I have a new one now. I'm very excited. Okay, so I'm going to leave the flap open on the top half, and when you open it, you're going to see that. Okay, but I am going to do the extra piece here, the extra blossom, because I did that super duper extra blossom one. I know, highly technical, huh? No laughing, no laughing. Okay, that's my parrot wanting to get out of his cage. And there will be time for that, just not right now, right? Right, little guy? Yeah, it's nighttime. We come out in the daytime. I want to make sure that you can see what you're destroying in the house. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I would recommend inking first, and I really should ink around this first. So let me do that, and let's see, I'll find a fun color, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I found Rusty Hinge, and I thought that might be pretty because it picks up the rust colors in this. So I'm bringing them on to the inside and the outside of blossom number 2, I guess you'd call it. So this one will have 3 blossoms. We're feeling extra fancy tonight. We're going to take it all the way home with 3 blossoms. And all right, let's just do a little inkaroo there. I like to do those inside folds for extra effect. And I really should have inked this before I glued it. So do as I say, not as I would do it. Never mind, just ink it before. I think it'll be better. That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, out of the paper. Nope. Okay. All right. He was chewing up a book page and I had to go give him some water because he was starting to choke on it. So no, we don't want any little accidents. He's 16 years old and we made it this far, right? Stay away from the paper. Okay. Okay. Let me get the paper. All right, here. Thank you very much, my son. Yes, you're a good boy. All right. There we have that. And now we're moving on. Oh, did I do these sides? No. Okay. Let's do the back a little bit. My musical accompaniment, my bird and his bell, his cage bell. Poor guy. He is 12. Yeah, our little parrot is 12. And he loves my husband. Okay. All right, so we have that, and now we're going to put the 3rd blossom in the inside, and I'm going to use a different color, and I'm going to go for a little contrast here. Let me use, pumice stone. Yeah, let's see how that comes out. That might be wild and crazy. Okay, now this one I have not glued yet. See that? Yes. I know that this one's kind of dry, so we'll see how far we get with this. Not so good. Okay, this is what I do when it's dry. I wet it. I have like a giant water squirter below me, and don't squirt on your project because that would not be good. And I just give it a shot, and if there's enough ink in there, we'll be good. The other thing you can do is give these a shot, and sometimes that will reactivate the ink enough. Okay. And that made about diddly squat worth the difference. I think that one's just out of ink. I've used it so much. Okay, that's all right. We got enough to go. We're going now. We got a little going on. Okay. All right, let me ink this puppy. Okay. Sometimes all you need is a little. All right, let me ink this up. I'll be right back. Okay, I found black soot. So hopefully black soot is got a little more kick to it than poor little pumice stone. All right, let's see what we're doing here. All right, so we got a little bit more going on there. Okay, all right, I'll be right back. I'll link it. Okay, so we have success. We have inked this up pretty thoroughly. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's going to show nice contrast between the other ones on there. So we have a cream, and this is like more of a corn yellow, I would say, and this is a golden. All right, and we have black, and we have Rusty Hinge, and we have Vintage Photo. And we have the Rusty Hinge going with this. Yep, I did that. Okay. So now we're just going to glue this one down. Easy peasy. Okay, there we go. And the circle. All right, and we go down. Centering it, finger tools. Okay, and look at that. There we go. Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Probably not an original idea, but hey, this is just my take on it, and I would absolutely love to see what your guys' thoughts are on the blossoming cross concept. I mean, different ways that you could, different book pages you can use, and different ways to get contrast going. So please put your ideas down below in the comments. I would love to hear them because I'm all about finding new ideas too. You know, I wonder if I could do this concept again. Well, that's kind of, I guess I could make that shorter. Oh, that might be fun. Let me try that. Hang on. Okay, I made this a little bit shorter so that I can put a image down here, and I'm going to cut it in half and glue it to either side. So I just cut out this little clock face out of this page of scrapbooking paper, and now I'm going to cut it in half with my guillotine to get a nice straight cut. Okay, now I am going to glue it down. Let me just orient you a little bit there. Where'd my glasses go? Oh, there they are. Come on, glasses. I need you for this. Okay, so I'm just going to use this art glitter glue. Why does everything I have look like it went through a hurricane? Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to put that right close to the edge. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to whip it off. Oh, darn it. I forgot to just give it a little color around the edge. Yeah, not really. This one's kind of already colored around the edge. That's not totally necessary, but just don't color the place where you cut it, because that's going to have to look clean and flush, because it's going to have to match up with the other side exactly. Okay, just ink that a little bit. Okay, so we did. All right, there we go. I'll make sure this matches. So you can just put it down beside it and match it up on the other page. Make sure you don't glue it to the first page. And then just push it down and then free it up to make sure it doesn't glue secretly behind your back when you're not looking. You know how those things happen. And there we go. So we're going to have that one. We're going to have this one. We have these two sides to contend with. And we also have the front where I was going to put this little guy. So let me put him there now. Let's see. Let's give you a nice little border. What would you like to be? What do you want to be? Now you're all kind of rusties on the inside. How about we do you in rust too? That's a nice contrast. See, here it's very like soft, vanilla, pinky, black and cream. But we're going to surprise the heck out of everybody and use some vintage, or not, a rusty hinge, just to give it a little pop. Pop is always nice. You don't always have to pop. I don't always pop. I probably pop, I would say 75% of the time I pop. Okay, so let's say we do that for contrast. And let me go to my guillotine and cut this exactly in half, because I cannot operate these safely by myself. Okay, I am back and I have my two little halves. So I'm just going to, whoop, everybody behave. Come on, behave. All right, get in there. All right, now we're going to do the same thing. Close that. All right, and around the world and little baby X. Okay. And you're going to be on this side, so we're going to put you right to the edge. Whoop, don't move on me. Stay right where I put you. Yeah, that's right, like good little children. There we go. I don't know if you know, but I slipped away silently while nobody was looking, and I fed my dog more food. I fed him earlier, but he decided he was ravenously still hungry, and so I had to give him an extra helping. And that's okay. He can have what he wants. He's 16. No rules here. The rules were 1 through 15, but at 16, whatever you want. Okay, so we have that. There. Now in hindsight, I probably could have moved him a little bit over that way, but you know, that's the way it goes. But there we go. So we have this, and then we have that. And I'm going to do something with these. I haven't forgotten about those. We have this. And then we have that, and we can do something in here too. Oh, look I forgot one. Oh my God, how'd that happen? Oh, maybe because I cut it out. That's right. It was a new cut. Hey, don't blame me. It was a new cut, unsuspected. Okay, so I think what might be fun here is these. I just cut up some more of those botanical book page images, and I think I am going to place them here. So this one has the writing space on the inside. You don't technically have to have writing space, and you don't technically have to do images. You can mix them up. You can do all images, all writing space, just tailor it as you wish. So I'm going to ink these little guys up. Okay, I have these very lightly inked around the edges with a little bit of the black soot just for poppage. Yeah, I mean, you can barely see it, but it is noticeable when you get up close. You can see it. Yeah, okay, so let me glue these pups down. Why is everything a pup? All right. X and a swirl. Okay. All right. And there we go. This finger should be paid overtime. Absolutely. All you other lazy fingers. All right, thumbs, you can get a 50% raise. Fine, fine. You do a lot of the work too. There we go. But you, what have you been doing? You've been slacking off, haven't you? We won't go down the row. We know we'll get in trouble with that one. Okay, so there you go. And I think that I'm going to open this up, and I would like a little something. So you can stamp numbers, you can stamp pictures, you can glue little pictures, you can, do all sorts of things. So I'm going to go find something and be right back. Okay, I found a word. I found the word think, and I thought that was kind of neat because it sort of makes you think, doesn't it? What does that mean? Why did she put the word think in there? What's that supposed to mean? It's not like sunshine and posies or anything like that. It's just think. But that's the little surprise. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Whoop. I'm going to get glue all over my fingers first. And then I'm going to glue this down right there. Okay. There we go. There he is. All right, so there we have it, your blossoming cross. Let's see, which way do you go? This way, yeah. Then we go bottom up, top down, yeah. And then we go like, oh yeah, he goes like this. There we go. And there we go. So very easy, very simple concept. You can use any book pages. Anybody can do this. Have fun at it. I'd love to hear your ideas of how to do it differently than I did so we can all, grow from everybody's ideas. I've had lots of people share ideas and I'm like, oh my God, that is so amazing. I never thought of that. And so sometimes, the obvious is not obvious when you're not thinking about it. So please do share your ideas below. I would love to hear them. And what else? Okay, here's this chant. Please like, subscribe, and share. And good news, I sold 2 of my journals last night. I couldn't believe it. I almost fell off my chair. So 2 journals sold. I'm down to 1 journal in the shop, the Etsy shop, and I have 1 in the cooker. And it's coming along, and I'll keep you posted on when it makes any significant progress. I would say I'm maybe halfway through the 2nd signature right now, and that's it. So I'm going to let you guys go so you can get to your crafting, and I'll be bringing more episodes soon. Thanks very much, everybody. I really appreciate all your support. You have all been amazing, and your encouragement in the comments just blows my mind. So really, thank you so very, very much, and take care and happy crafting, everybody.